Hi, I'm Chantel Daimling with 141 Design Company, and this is Flosstube number 3. Today's Flosstube's just a little bit different from the last two. We're going to talk about cross-stitching on the go and what I take with me when I travel, when I'm camping, and even how I cross-stitch here at home. Some other things we're going to discuss is I want to go over a nice light review on the new Stella Go Light, also the Halo Go Light. So I'm going to do some comparisons and show you what I love about each one of them and how I'm using them. So anyway, let's get into it. All right. The first thing I'll go over is my travel bag, and my go bag we'll call it. It's just a bag I picked up at Joann Fabrics. You can tell I've got it on the coffee table here, and it is on wheels. It's more than I believe it's like a sewing machine bag or a crafting bag for scrapbooking, that sort of thing. But the cavity part of it is great. It holds project bags really nicely. It holds my lights very well, holds, extension cords. And another little piece that I take with me, which is this little tiny Lazy Susan. It's got a lot of little pockets with it. I put just a solo cup in here for trash and for, leftover string. It's got extra little pockets for a phone, for other treasures. And then I keep scissors in the side, seam rippers, needle minders. I've got some beeswax, thread conditioner in there, a couple of clover clips, all sorts of different things that go nicely just right on the table or next to me. I just keep it in the bag and then pull it out as I'm using it. In my bag, I've got project bags, some smaller bags that I did up that take, that I take other little things in. We'll get into each one and show you those. And on the top, some other little accessories that go with me as we travel. As you can see, let's open up each one of the bags here, but as you can see, many of the bags that I use are from Goose Design. Oh, here, do you want to meet Loki? This is Loki. Say hi, Loki. Loki is our rescue dog. He's a pit bull, so he was just actually he found us. He was on our property, and my husband and daughter went home one afternoon. He was there, and he wouldn't leave, and we suspect that maybe he just got dumped in the country. So now he is our dog. So this is Loki. We also have a standard poodle named Happy. He's over here laying down, but we'll just put up with them today, I guess. Go lay down. Anyway, the bags that I have been collecting and using mostly are from Denise from Goose Design. I will link her Etsy shop in the show notes underneath the descriptions here on this Flosstube number 3, so you can go over and follow along. She's continually adding new ones and does different fabrics. I've recently picked up, this is another container I'll show you, but I've picked up some Halloween and some for Christmas. These were more of the spring and patriotic ones I was using, but I've got them kitted up right now and they're in my travel bag because I'm working on some of these projects. This particular bag, I have the flea market, Lori Holt's flea market flowers chart in here. I also am using for traveling as I'm going, and I can tell you that the clutch pieces from Starlight Stitching Company, and I will link hers in the description as well. I also follow Denise from Goose Design on Instagram as well as Starlight Stitching Company because they're constantly sharing when they are putting new designs together, new patterns. I know that this particular company, the way she's working is she's making up a whole bunch. It's really awesome because she makes up a whole bunch of them and then she gives you a date that they will go live on her Etsy shop so that you can go in there, and there has many, like this one she made out of the flea market flowers fabric by Lori Holt, and there were a number of them, and that way you can go in and order, and literally she is shipping them out probably same day as you order. But they have a really nice area in here with the fleece or fuzzy, I guess, for holding your, this is just a hot mess, but anyway, for holding your floss and something for your needles and that sort of thing. They do snap. And in the front, it's got a zipper pouch here with another little pouch. Oh, I found these. I love these scissors. Anyway, another little area back here where I've got scissors and floss and all sorts of things. You can tell, obviously, I haven't been working on my flea market flowers because I haven't been in here very much. But this is a nice travel on-the-go clutch. So I highly recommend these as well for your traveling or even just storing your stuff at home. So that's one of the ones I have kitted up ready to go. In another bag from Goose Design, I have some of these Lizzie Kate charts done. And she also makes this little guy, which is called a Project Pal. It snaps open and holds your threads while you're working. Has a spot here, a little felt heart in the center for needles, and I usually have a needle in each one of them. That way I know that each bag is ready to go and I can grab and just, stitch whatever it is I'm looking forward to stitching while I'm traveling. And when I'm traveling, I've got a number of them ready to go, but I usually take about 5 with me. It's kind of like, packing extra jeans and extra sweats or extra outfits, I should say. I pack extra jeans. You guys probably pack nice clothes. But anyway, just packing like 2 or 3 extra outfits before you go somewhere because you never know. You might change your mind on which one to wear that day. That's just what girls do. So in my travel bag, I do the same. I pack extra projects. I know, a lot of times I've got in mind what I do want to work on, but just in case I get frustrated with that one or feel a mood come on that I want to change, I've got options. And then, so you'll see I usually have about 5 or 6 that I travel with, even though it will hold a lot more. Let me hold this up for you so you can see the whole inside. So the project bags fit on this side, and on this side, I have smaller ones. I made these. This is also the Lori Holtz pattern that says eat, slip, sleep, stitch, repeat. And I made up these going off the tutorial Kimberly did on the Fat Quarter Shop, so you can follow that there. Inside this bag is where I keep things like the cross stitch key. I have extra needles. I have a pen. And here's an extra needle minder. I also use Stitcher's lotion. This is a non-greasy hydrating cream with aloe, and this one is blackberry and vanilla. These are very nice. You can like lotion up before you do your stitching. And I'll keep this bag just kind of full, just in case I don't want to take this whole thing. I know that I can reach in and grab this bag and grab one of my project bags and put it in a smaller container and take off and head out the door. Usually we'll keep extra scissors in there as well, a few other things. This particular case, I believe, I don't knit. Looks like, I think other people had recommended it. It's one of those, like, it keeps knitting things. But I use it for this Halo Go Light, which folds up and makes for easy traveling. And that fits in here as well. But we're going to go over that in just a little bit when we talk about the differences between the Halo Go Light and this new Stella. Also in my travel bag, I've got a bag that just has some extra fabric in it in case I, download a pattern while I'm gone or something, and it's got some quick fabric so I can use. The other things that are in here, in the top I've got extra, there's these nice little pockets. And I carry with me pens. I have a cheat that I use as well that I put in here, and it's like that basting glue. Sometimes this is totally cheating, okay? But sometimes if I end up having to rip a stitch out like in the middle, and I just want to make sure, let me grab the back of one of these so I can give you an example. For instance, if I'm stitching along and I notice I screwed something up over here, and I just got to rip out a couple, then sometimes on the back, and this is just me because I don't care what my backs look like, I'll put some of that basting glue on the back just to hold the stitches in place so that they don't all just start taking off, I hope that makes sense, but that's like a cheating thing that I do, and maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong, I don't know, but again, my world, so I'm the boss, right? So anyway, but I've got some extra glue pens for gluing that down in case I need to. Some hair ties, get my hair out of my face. Lip balm, ibuprofen, always ibuprofen. Some, I did pick up some of these little LED lights which clip to my glasses, which are nice. I do always have my readers with me as well. Well, actually they're my glasses, but I do need them for reading. And some double-sided tape if I'm stitch ripping, things that I need to take out. And then if I'm stitching in the car, this is for me personally, I've got to have non-drowsy Dramamine. I can't do it otherwise, you guys. I will get sick, that's for sure. But if I just take some Dramamine, you know, as directed, it seems to help quite a bit with keeping me stable. And then, you know, there's the bumping and all of the things, and you want to blame your husband for not driving smoothly, but really it's the road and you get frustrated. But the Dramamine really helps. It helps me focus. It helps me be able to, you know, stitch while it's going. I don't know if you guys get motion sick, but I do, so I always keep that handy as well. So that's what's in the top. I haven't looked in the sides. Let's find out what's there. Okay, looks like I have some extra floss rings and some extra clover clips and some more floss drops on this side. That's that side. See what's here in the front. There's extra pockets on all around. In the front, oh, not much. Just another little bag. That's all. Extra space that's not really being used. So I can put something else in there. And on this side, what do I have? Oh, more Stitcher's lotion and, of course, hand sanitizer. Who doesn't need hand sanitizer? Looks like I got a pair of socks. Oh, this, I remember, we went to the StitchCon. Yeah, I had these at StitchCon because it was freezing in that room. So this was helpful because, you know, it's flip-flop weather, but my feet were cold. So threw out a pair of socks, and that's it. That's my travel bag in summary for that. And it also has, obviously, this handle on the back so that you can cart it around. But it's just been really, really helpful. And like I said, I got it at Joann's, and I keep my things loaded up with it all the time. That way I can just kind of wheel it into a corner here or underneath the table, and it's always there. And it just kind of, it's been a really, really good piece. So if you're looking for a bag, this is a pretty good one. The other thing that I do have, which is extras, oh, here's another one of those clutches. I just got this in the mail. It's for Halloween, and she just put them out. This is glow in the dark. This might show you the clutch a little better as well, from Starlight Stitching Company. It's got that big extra spot there, running out of those, and it's loaded up with Halloween stitching because that's what I'm working on. This basket, I just keep extra bags in, and this is something, it stays at home. It's just on my shelf here at home, but it has my extra project bags, some of the ones that are ready to go. And this is from, oh, I have another clutch in there. Wow, I guess I have been collecting. This one is from it's combo. So I've got Lori Holt's Cozy Christmas in this Goose bag. And then Starlight Stitching Company also did the clutch in Cozy Christmas because I had forgotten to order the Project Pal when I ordered this one. So this one didn't have it, so that's great. And inside here, Christmas Rules by Lizzie Kate. I'm getting ready to put that together and hopefully work on that this year. Not this year, next year, we'll see. It'll happen. So we've got some things ready to go. Some Halloween bags. This one I've been using for the fall. But this basket I just picked up at Home Goods, and it holds all of my extras with that. I just keep it on the shelf here at home. So that's my collection so far, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's working out really well. So let's get into stitching here at home and how I stitch in the car and what I use and how I actually do that. This is how I store it, and now it's on the go. Then this is what I'm using when I travel. I have a couple different kinds, and I know there's lots of different ones. Just a basic lap desk, okay? It's got a clip on the side. I know it was just at Hobby Lobby for all of $10, right? So this is a nice lap desk. The other thing I use as I'm traveling, and this is for me a must-have. I love it. I have 2 of them. I just bought another one, so I'll show you it in this. It's from Hobby Lobby, and it's by that brand Yarnology. It's $6. I'm sure it goes on 40% off whenever, you know, but what it is it's a basic metal board with a magnetic ruler. Okay, that one I haven't opened up yet. This one I have loaded up with the Bats and Booze Stitch Along. I'm working on that right now. It's a free stitch with, I'll show it to you a little bit. Oh, here we go, get it right angle, there you go. Anyway, it's a free stitch with the Fat Quarter Shop. You just put in Bats and Booze and you're going to see it's a 4-part series. They loaded it up first with the corner, the bat, and the little cobweb corner thing there. Then you got the chart for the pumpkins. Then you got the chart for the center. And on Monday, I believe they're going to be releasing the border for this one. I'm still working on mine. I've got it here in this project bag. And I did it on gray. This is as far as I've gotten. I kind of, you know, I didn't get started until later, so my whole thing, I'm just kind of knocking the whole thing out. I ran out of the orange that I used. They recommend you just grab from your stash. So I had grabbed Lobster Claw by Classic Colorworks and ran out. It has great variation in the pumpkins. I just ran out of that the other night, so I ran out and got some more of that today. That's something that I'm working on. I'm going to share more about that in Flosstube number 4, so stay tuned because that's coming. Anyway, back to this. But Bats and Booze, so you can see I put that metal board, here's the metal board, right, inside a sheet protector. On one side I just put the finished one, on the other side is the chart, and this is that magnetic ruler. This I will clip into here so it kind of sits on my pad, right? And the ruler helps keep my place. That helps so much. I tend to stitch up and down, so I just kind of move myself along, but this really helps me, especially if you're traveling, because you're the motion in the car. So this is a great setup for me in the car. But it's also like in a lawn chair outside, here on my couch at home, this is what or in bed, this is what I'm using. I do like to stitch at the table too, so I will stitch at the table quite often and use this light. I have a plug-in one too as well, and I'll use this light just at the table and just sit there and stitch. That's comfortable for me too. This way though, with the magnetic board, the ruler that came with it has a magnet on the back, so it will click and just stay in place, and I can just slide it right along. There's also, you know, since it's metal, you can clip your little needle minder right there in place. He's actually holding my little needle minder right now. So that's how I have my chart. And usually I will do it this way. Sorry, let me turn around. I'm going to do this so you can see exactly what I do. I'm right-handed and I like my light over here. So now you see I've got my chart on one side of my lap desk. On the other side, I will stick, let me uncross my legs because the balance is better. I'll stick my light. So over on this side, my light balances, I click that on, and I can just sit and stitch. Those folding chairs when I'm camping, I just sit outside even, or inside the camper, and I can sit and stitch. And this is very comfortable for me. This light has a little magnet thing, so and it balances pretty good. And I can even like sit in bed with this. But that way I've got everything I need. The little Project Pals or my clutch also can kind of sit here with it, or I can put it next to me, and that's where all my floss is, that type of thing. Still have room for everything I need right here on my lap desk, and I just stitch away. In the car when I'm traveling though, this bounces a lot, so I find I don't really need it. Let me turn that off. When I'm traveling in the car, most of the time I'll just stitch, you know, when it's daylight anyway, and we're traveling down the road. The light would bug my husband if we were driving in the dark, so I'll just do that. But in the car I can just do this. I've got natural daylight. But here at home, this is me stitching. The new light is bigger. The Stella, this one, it is bigger. So it's like, but it's awesome, you guys. The The light that is coming off this thing is amazing. Look at that. Anyway, so this is also, it's a little heavier. It's taking up a little bit more room here on my lap desk, but it does fit and it is portable. I'll even scooch back and you can see, kick my feet up here. There we go. I'm ready to stitch. The other thing too that will sit on my desk is my phone. So if I'm watching something on my phone, I could set that here, and I'm really pretty cozy and ready to go and ready to stitch. So this is my setup for traveling, for here at home, for sitting outside the camper or the campground, you name it. But while we've got these lights out, let's get into these lights. Okay, let's do a review. Let me put my things away. So anyway, that magnet board is really nice. Or you could pick up anything. There's metal boards like this and just a sheet protector. That's gonna work too. I know that Fat Quarter Shop also sells a line keeper, which is really nice for tracking, where you are on the chart. That's just, oh, okay, yep, let's get into the lights. All right, light review. Here we go. I have both of them. This is the new Stella Go Light. I also have a Stella lamp that is a plug-in one, and so I knew I would love the lamp, right? And I was really excited. This just came out. This one I picked up because obviously the other one was not portable, and this one was, and I was looking for a portable light had to stitch con or go, back and forth. They are both great. Okay, I'm going to give you pros and cons to both of them. There's not a lot of cons, really, but I'll give you the differences, I guess, because they're both great. This is the Halo Go Light. I purchased this off of Amazon, so if you want to get one, I could put the link in the description below as well. But this is the Daylight Halo Go portable, so you'll want to look for that. It folds up nicely. That is a huge plus. You saw me put it in my bag, so it goes in my bag very nicely. It does plug in the back and charges up. It has a nice grippy base to it, so it does sit on my lap desk. Nice, it doesn't move around. That's great. It opens up and you can adjust it however you want, angle it. You can put it up. I'll tell you another funny story. This light, I even had the dog you just met, Loki. Well, he's a runner, obviously, since, we found him maybe he did just run off. But anyway, he's a runner. And one night he got away. We have a home it's on 10 acres, and he got away from me, and he was out running in the woods, but his leash was still on, so I knew that he was trapped in the bushes, basically. And we were finding him, and as it got darker, I couldn't find any flashlights. So I had this thing outside, just like this. I'll turn it on this way, just like this, searching the woods. So thankful this was charged and ready to go. We found him, it was no problem, and he was tied up in the woods, tangled up, But anyway, we found him, but little guy came in handy for a lot more than just stitching. The other thing that's great about this light is it does have magnifier, and this has come in handy. I don't use a magnifier when I cross stitch, but I've used it for other things, or if I can't, if I need to really zoom in on something and get in there, it does have, it helps with that. It does have 2 light settings. This is the brightest that it's on, and I don't know if you can tell. I'll click it down one more, and then that's a little lower. That's it. That's it. So that's all. That's what you're getting with that one. It charges pretty quickly. And it lasts it says it's supposed to last up to 8 hours. I've never had it last 8 hours. Maybe if it's on that lower light setting, it would last 8 hours. But realistically, it'll give you about 3 hours on a charge. So this is a 3-hour on a charge light. Then you're going to need to plug in. And so that's the Halo Go in a nutshell. The Stella Go is a little bit different, a little bit more going on here. The arm on this one bends, so you can adjust it how you want. It's very pretty. It's in white. I know that they sold the first 500. They just introduced it, and they had the first 500 ready to go, and those all have numbers with them. So if you're part of getting the first 500, yours will come with a card letting you know what number you got. I think the first 200 people actually got an extra charger. Of course, I was 204, so the extra charger eluded me and I did not get that, but that's okay because it's wonderful. It charged up really quick. It was great. It comes with about a 40% charge already on the light, so you can get it out of the box and get it, get it working and see it glow and all the things right away, which is always exciting because you always want to turn it on, right? You're just gonna click that little button in the back. Things are gonna light up for you, and then you know that you are good to go. This is the button that'll turn it on. So there it is at its brightest. Love it. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I can't stitch on black, or haven't been able to stitch on black. I've been using chalkboard Ada because it's a little like softer gray. I do stitch on Ada 14 count. That's what I use. And the black has just been like, whoa, no way, I can't do it. But I'll tell you something, guys. Look at this. Look at me go. Look at me go. This is black Ada. And I was stitching on black Ada last night with this light. So I don't know if that made all the difference, or if I don't know if suddenly I can do it. But anyway, the light seems to really, really help. It has different brightnesses as well. You can, it's got the plus and minus over here, sorry. So this will turn it down and turn it up for you. And then it's got different modes. So this is kind of like a bright light. This one gives you more of a soft, it's not really a yellow overcast, but a soft light. This one is more of a blue light, so I guess depending on different things that you're doing, this is gonna be nice. And then back to that bright white. This one claims it's gonna have about 11 hours on a charge. I have had it go out, I didn't time it. So let me try. I think 11 hours again is gonna be on that lower setting. So it's up to 11 hours. But realistically, probably maybe get about 6 hours. I'm gonna try it tomorrow. I'm gonna get a full charge on it tonight. Tomorrow I've got scheduled marathon stitching day, so I'm going to actually time this light and see how many hours I get, and then I'll report back to you guys and let you know. The other thing that it comes with is this is the portable charger. Well, it's not really portable, I guess you have to plug it in, but this is the charger. So your light will it sits on there to charge it, and it comes with this cord for USB charging. So while you're working, you've got USB charging here. It will also charge, your phones if it has that technology where you just lay it on there. It will charge your phone for you that way if you want to. So you can get extra chargers for the Stella Go if you want to, and use it for that, I guess, or have a charger in different locations. I haven't done this, so I don't know how quickly it's going to deplete the battery if I'm charging my phone with it and trying to use the light. I'm sure it will run it down worse. But there's some things I found from the Stella company that I thought were pretty awesome. Like, as I was looking at it, if you get a Stella light, when you get it, you want to register it so that it's got a good warranty, so the warranty will be good. It does have a 2-year warranty on it, and they are pretty good with their quality control is what they're telling me, so I'm going to trust on that one. But something I noticed is they have a lamp repair program. Let me just check this out for you guys, okay? So if your lamp does need repair and it's outside of that 2-year warranty window, they're going to fix it and send it back to you within 4 days of the receipt of the product for a flat fee of $75, including shipping. That I thought was pretty awesome, to know that if something happens to this later, because I've got 2 lamps at home right now that were a lot of money, and neither one of them is working. And it's very frustrating to me that I spent that kind of money on those and they're not working. Whereas this one, at least I have that assurance that even if it's outside that warranty, this company is going to do a repair on this light and get it back to me for $75. I like that knowledge that they're going to stand behind it. So I think that's a huge plus to owning Stella lights and investing in them if you want to do that. Now, price difference between that, I won't quote prices. I'll let you guys look those up just in case things change. But obviously this one is probably a little bit over twice as expensive as this one. So this one is a lot more affordable. If you're looking for the lower price point, go with the Halo. It's still going to be a great light because, like I said, I like both of them and I'm still using both of them. So it's not like this is, dead to me or something. It's like I'm still using both of them for both things. But the Halo is going to have a lower price point than the Stella. This will be more expensive. But, it's up to you guys, I guess, on that. I like them both. This one, I do like the light better. So it's a little brighter. So I will say that. On that note, Stella has, now today is August 21st, okay? So from August 26th to August 29th, 2021, that's where we're at right now, they've got a sale at Stella, okay, on some of their lights. I believe the Go Lights probably won't be a part of that, but their floor lamp and their others, some of those lights will be up to $150 off. So if you're looking to get a Stella light and you just want to try one, that might be a really great way to get in there and get after one because you're going to save a lot of money. Okay, Stella is not promoting this. I'm just giving you information, all right? It's just, I like knowing those things, and this is me and you, we're friends, okay? This is just me as a friend giving you that information. So that's my review on the lamps. Love them both. I guess it's, up to you, your call on those things, but like I said, if you want to try one, they've got that sale coming up, and so that's the 26th through the 29th. That's about all I've got for you guys right now, and Flosstube number 4 is going to have the giveaways. The winners have been picked, so I'm going to announce those for the giveaways from Flosstube 2. I do have some finishes. I've got some whips, and I've got some other fully finished products to show you. Oh, and some new backers to share with you. So on that note, my cross-stitch journal too. That also goes in my travel bag. Keeping up on those things. So anyway, it's been great sharing with you and chatting. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out and just put them in the comments below anytime. I will love to answer them. And I look forward to seeing you in Flosstube number 4.